I need to apologize. To apologize to the DCAMU set of movies. With Justice League Dark Apocalypse War being the one I need to say sorry to most. I'm going to be real, I still don't like at all how you ended that universe. I think you were still overly hateful and an extremely bitter experience to sit down and watch. Yet I would do that 10 times over if it meant I did not have to see Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2 again. Hey guys, you know I hate doing this, but if you are a part of the 98% who aren't subscribed to the channel, and if you are enjoying the content, make sure to hit the subscribe button and to turn notifications on. We have been uploading videos like crazy recently with even more cool things to come. I hope to see you guys around. Thanks. In my previous video on Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 1, I said the biggest issue was pacing. While I enjoyed the arc with Barry, that seeing his journey was actually something enjoyable, the pacing left me feeling that the entire first film felt like a first act, rather than a first film in a trilogy. Part 2, I don't even know what to attribute to it. It's not even really a complete story. It certainly goes for 94 minutes, you can really feel that. For reference, my lowest ever rated DC animated films are Justice League Warworld, which I've covered here before on the channel, Batman Harley Quinn, the scene with Harley and Nightwing alone gets at that spot. I hate this movie a lot. And last and certainly least is Injustice Gods Among Us, which we have also covered here on the channel. Check those out if you are interested in seeing what I had to say. The plot to Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2 is really simple and short. An endless army of shadow demons seek to destroy all realities. What mysterious force drives them? And do Monitor and Supergirl's secrets threaten to crush the hero's last defense? It's just the exact same as the first film, really. Just with Supergirl as our lead. Oh no, it's Batman. The movie starts with him and oh, wait, no. The real lead is Psycho Pirate. No, hold on. Are you beginning to see the problem? The film has a paper-thin plot. Shadow demons attack spires. We have 3 main leads, which one of them, Batman, opens the film and then isn't seen until nearly a full hour into the movie. That is not how you write a film. The entire 90 minutes is dedicated to defending the tower type stuff with bad guys who are all one hit, meaning there is no satisfying action here. This is not fun. Everything else is just characters not moving at all, just talking directly at each other in the most monotone way. There is never ever any source to the sequences. This is absolutely to me a sign of direction or budget issues being at play here. And we can cheat and use Under the Red Hood as an example, as every single DC YouTuber has done. But seriously, go to literally anything DC has done over the last 30 years, scenes were never this flat. CJ, who is my editor, please, while I'm saying this, just overlay anything over the top. Even from the DCAMU films, the direction in those movies even allows for arcs to be told over the course of those movies in a way that's actually clever. And I'm not even a huge fan of most of them towards the end. Let's break down the 3 leads. First off, Batman. Batman opens the movie. We are thrown in with him fighting off the Joker. Killer Croc and Solomon Grundy are here also. Okay, neat I guess. Joker reveals his motives are to simply blow up the spire, meaning really this entire thing has no bearing on what comes next other than to set up the Batman is a loner and needs the support of the family arc, which is something we've seen a million times before. But hey, let's see how they do it. How does this arc unfold and end? Oh, they don't even do it. There is no footage to cut to. I'm sorry, CJ. Then why bother to do any of this? Oh, it's a different Batman. Yeah, but this is the only one we've ever seen. Unless that Batman was someone we knew, who cares? None of these Bat family members have had any development in this verse. This is their second appearance. And wait, what the f***? Batman Beyond's Terry McGinnis is here, voiced even by legend Will Friedle. And he gets like a single line.
I'll tell you what he wasn't. Alone. They were about to slag the whole planet. Why break off their attack?
Not being a part of the Bat family is the only real choice this Batman ever makes. It's emblematic of literally everyone in this movie, bar Psycho Pirate. This frame sums up the movie perfectly. A bunch of named characters here for no other reason other than their named Bat family members. We don't know any of these people. It has been 5 movies and I still don't even know this Batman other than he is a loner, but also believes in starting the Justice League. Nothing about any of the scenes that involve Batman make it so it needed to be him, other than to sell this movie by putting him on the poster. Like, really? Him and Robin get the most prominent feature on the poster while only having like 4 scenes before the final confrontation. Batman doesn't even leave this courtyard area until the very end of the movie to join Earth 1, where they all go to like die. Going backwards, we need to talk about
A psycho pirate.
I don't really want to talk about him for long. He's the only one to really get an arc that is set up and kinda paid off. Psycho Pirate returns from his small appearance in Justice Society World War II. The guy enters the film by monologuing to Dr. Fate, and in my notes, I jump around a bit trying to get this across to you guys, so I'll just say it here. The movie doesn't start until 39 minutes in. For ages, Psycho Pirate just tells his entire origin story to our face. Thanks. This is like 101 on how not to tell your story. Having someone who is literally mute and not listening be your plot device to get this information out could have not have been worse. The opening of the movie is just bouncing from thing to thing. We are with Batman for 7 to 8 minutes, then with Psycho Pirate for another 3, then Supergirl for 2, then back and forth covering flashbacks for these 2 characters, which weren't really necessary, or should I say, it didn't do really anything for this film. It for sure explains the previous movie stuff, but we already know the decisions they made. All this does is take 40 minutes out of your second installment to just basically waste our time. I was gonna have an entire section on Supergirl too, but she doesn't do anything. She's the definition of a passive protagonist. It shows where she was before the movie she was introduced in, cool, but she doesn't really do anything that stands out. In my notes, I have literally just 2 dot points on her, and she's a co-lead. Only way I can describe most of this is using the line from Psycho Pirate.
I must be boring you to tears.
Goddamn right.
The ending. Now, there isn't much to say. The shadows that they've been fighting turn into a huge kaiju on Earth 1. It then forms armor. Constantine is back. Yay, I guess. That ties up the loose end from the short and the end of the previous universe. Supergirl seemingly kills the Monitor, and the cliffhanger is every hero in existence is about to be killed by a kaiju. Oh, and the Anti-Monitor shows up and is up to no good. Oh, yes, very bad. We are going into movie 3, and now we have our bad guy, and he kind of just hates the damn Monitor. Grr. Like, that's it. I'm at a loss for words. I know WB got bought or merged with Discovery, and since then, they've been gutting the entire company, and the animation departments have been, they've been on the cutting room floor, cancelling movies left, right, and center. But DC deserves better than this. This will be many people's first taste of the Crisis story, and it's borderline unwatchable. I just did back-to-back videos on Freerun, an anime that I adored recently. I just did a video on Invincible and how it's just the bloody best. And if I had time, I would also talk about how X-Men 97 slaps. It's just so damn good. I want to be able to do this for DC again. I am a DC guy. I always have been. I want to get back to making content that shows how much I love DC. But if these movies are going to be the type of quality that we're gonna see, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
What have I done?
I could do an entire video on this next point, so let me know down in the comments if you want to see me do a full video on this. But what I want to see the next DC animated verse is go back to telling smaller, concise stories. That doesn't necessarily need to be connected to some greater universe. We don't need 2, 3, 4, 20 heroes showing up. I am not 4. Most people watching these aren't also 4. And just because I see a character I recognize, I'm not gonna go, oh shit, they cooked. I want them to, continue adapting stories, as there's a great way to be an entry point into comics. There are plenty of times where I've seen a story be adapted into one of these and gone, oh, I need to read that. I want to go back to the times where these movies had entire sequences that are rewatchable, that were memorable. That is the DC of tomorrow I want to see. But what did you think of Justice League Crisis on Infinite Earths Part 2? Did you watch it, or is this the first time you're hearing about it? Down below, I want to hear what you want from DC moving forward. Seriously, if I make that DC video, I might end up showing some of these in that. So get to cooking something good. Other than that, I just have to thank my patrons. In the top mate tier, we have Nick. In the great mate tier, we have Colin. And in the good mate tier, we have Jadu Sable. If seeing your name here at the end of videos or hearing your name be called out among other great perks interests you, please make sure to follow the link in the description down below. You get to see videos early, among other great things. Anyways, thank you for watching today's video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on, and I'll see you guys next time.